Okay, so everyone knows the Showtime Lakers, one of the most exciting offenses of all the NBA. With 9 finals appearances and 5 championships, this is one of the most dominant teams from the 1980s, led by Kareem and Magic. They were so good, and they probably had the best team nickname in sports history, Showtime. Winning Time is an HBO original that came out on March 6, 2022. The story of the plummeting LA Lakers and their rise in the late 70s when they drafted a new prodigy, Earvin Magic Johnson. And look at that, bro. He looks just like him. Is that his son? I don't know why, but they look exactly alike. Like they did a good job with the lookalikes. Like Kareem looks like Kareem. Norm Nixon looks like Norm Nixon, but I think that's his son, so that don't really count. And even Larry Bird looks like Larry Bird, even though he's kind of skinny, too skinny to be Larry Bird, but he still looks alike. Let me tell you one thing I felt they did wrong. They did Jerry West too wrong. I know it's supposed to be a drama show and everything, but they made him too angry. We know his career, he went to the finals a lot, lost to the Celtics, but they made it like trauma almost. Like they made his championship that he won, they made it like he hates it that he only won that one. But they make him like a maniac. We know he didn't want to draft Magic, but they make him seem bigger than it is. They try to paint him like as a bad guy or racist or something, I don't know. But he was not like that in real life. Like at the end of the first episode, he breaks his trophy. Like, come on, he did not do all that. And one other thing is, I hate how they handled Magic's reason to go back to college. Or at least his reason to reconsider going back to college. In the show, he thinks about going to college because he loses a one-on-one against Norm Nixon. And I know I wasn't at this party because I wasn't alive at the time. But in real life, I know Norm Nixon did not beat Magic Johnson in a 1v1. Well, let me not put it like that. He probably did beat Magic, but he did not destroy him like that. In the show, they make Magic look like a bum just for the plot. This would be cool if it was a fictional show, but this is based off real life. Magic Johnson is one of the greatest point guards of all time. He did not just lose like that, even if he was a rookie. And I like how they make Kareem overact his part on the airplane. If you didn't watch the movie Airplane like I did, you would think Kareem was an excellent actor on that. But if you search it up, Kareem was a terrible actor in that movie. His cameo just...
Listen, kid. I've been hearing that crap ever since I was at UCLA. I'm out there busting my buns every night.
And they made Kareem kind of an asshole. Like, in real life, people didn't like talking to Kareem, but he wasn't mean, I think. I wasn't alive at this time. But I never heard he was mean, he just didn't talk a lot. And I know he did not cuss at the kid. Like they tried to make him seem he did. He did not cuss at the kid, come on. He's not that harsh, even if he was mean in real life. And another thing I like is like the whole vibe of the filter of the screen. Like it looks like 70s. Like late 70s. They got the little camera filter and like the clothes they wear, even though that's not really something special, it's a little detail, but I just like it. And one thing I cannot stand in this show is Magic Johnson's character, or how they want us to think Magic Johnson acted in real life. Everyone knows Magic Johnson, the greatest point guard of all time. But one thing Magic was known for was his smile.
But I want you to know that this man has a smile that lights up a television screen from here to Bangor, Maine.
And they make him in this show seem meaner than he is. Kind of like what they did to Jerry West, but in a tamer, less exaggerated. Like when his girl breaks up with him, he seems like a jerk. Like even if what she did was stupid, because she is kind of stupid. Who breaks up with a person before they're about to go to the NBA? But still his response was not it. And I like how we see Magic start becoming his self. Like through the parties and stuff, because we all know Magic was a partier. He had a lot of and it backfired, but we seen him start to become that person in the show, in the first episode at least. And I like Norm Nixon's character. Norm Nixon was never a basketball player I paid attention to, because I'm not 50 years old, but in the show I like his attitude. He may seem like a bad guy, but put yourself in his shoes. You were drafted to a losing franchise in the most boring period of time of basketball. And your teammate is one of the greatest ever in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And the young dude is getting more hype than you ever got in your career. And he's going to take your spot. I would act just like that too. I would challenge him. And if I won, then I will rub it in his face. But again, in real life, we know Norm Nixon did not beat Magic 1v1. Just putting it out there, he did not do that. And I like the portrayal of Jerry Buss. He kind of is the comedy of the show. Like, he breaks the fourth wall a lot. And obviously a lot of people don't know him because he's behind the scenes. He drafted Magic and he made all the moves to make him a great team. But I like his character. I like the whole show in general. Based off this one episode, I can tell it's going to be a good show. Hopefully it has more than like 8 episodes, because some shows, especially biographies, be having low episode seasons. And I can't stand that, bruh. The Showtime Lakers went through a whole decade, so hopefully we see that whole decade on TV, which we probably won't. But a man can dream, right? And I can't wait to see the dynamic of Magic and Kareem. You know, they're one of the greatest duos of all time. And I want to see if they show their, you know, the infamous first game where Kareem hit the buzzer beater and Magic overreacted. Because a lot of people tell that story a lot. So they better put that in the show, man. Tell me what you think of the show if you watched it. If you didn't, I suggest you do. It's on HBO Max. First episode came out like last week. The next one comes out this week, I think. But yeah, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Like the video if you like the video. I'm out.